अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुजनताम्। Hare Krishna. Sorry for the delay. Hare Krishna. So welcome for the sixth day of our discussion on Bhagavad Gita introduction. So we'll continue from where we left off yesterday. So Bhagavad Gita introduction. Just give me a minute. I'll meet everyone. Yeah. So Bhagavad Gita introduction. Yesterday we were discussing about um the spiritual world, attaining the spiritual world, right? So, so for that, Krishna is telling, Sri Prabhupada is quoting a verse from 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Nirmana moha jitasanga dosha adhyatma nitya vrinivitya kama dvandair mukta sukhdukka samyair gachanti amudha padamavyayam. Tat nirmana moha means a person has to become free from all kinds of attachments, right? Any kind of attachment he has in this world, he cannot attain the spiritual world. So, to become free from all the material things and become attached to Krishna, right? So then, so one may raise the question of how one goes about approaching that supreme abode. So how to go to the spiritual world? So Krishna is giving the hint, the formula, how we can go from material world to spiritual world. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mritangamaya visena. So that means asat, from temporary world to go to permanent world, right? Sadgamaya, sat, permanent, eternal world. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya, from world of tamas means darkness, ignorance, right? If sun doesn't come, the whole world is full of darkness, right? Similarly, everyone is born blind. Blind in the means everybody born ignorant, right? That's why you ask as child as soon as you're born, Mommy, what is that? Papa, what is that? This, that. So many things you'll keep asking, right? You want to know because he's ignorant, he doesn't know anything. So similarly, that's why it's called tamas. Tamas means darkness, ignorance. That's why we go to school, we go to Gurukul, we go to different institutions to learn to get educated, to come out of this tamas, darkness, ignorance, so that they become enlightened. So light and knowledge are like similarities, right? They're like representing. So knowledge we call it as light, right? So knowledge denotes light. So therefore, tamasoma jyotirgamaya. So go from the world of darkness to world of light. Sun doesn't come. Then everything is dark. Like you go now, it's not. It's 8 p.m. You go anywhere, right outside the city, right? What you'll see? Only darkness you'll see, right? Only darkness. Sun is not there. So we are born in darkness. This world is that dark. World is in the darkness. So only when sun comes, it gives shining, right? Like that. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. You go from the world of darkness to the world of light. Mrityorma Amritangamaya. You go from the world of death to the world of immortality, world of deathlessness, world of you know eternity. So that is the that's what it is said, right? That is the meaning of this. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya. How to go there? That's what Krishna is giving the principle. How it is decided that who will go to the spiritual world, who is born again in this world, right? That formula is given. by Krishna. Antakale cha mameva smaran mukta kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nat atra samsayaha. Atra samsayaha. Na atra samsayaha. There is no doubt. Who can go to Krishna, spiritual world? Right? Who can go? Antakale cha mameva. Antakal means at the end of this life. When you're quitting this body, leaving this body at the time of death, Mamevas Smaranamukta Kalevaram. One who's thinking about Krishna within his mind while quitting the body, then Sa Prayati, Ya Prayati Samadbhavam. That person will attain me without any doubt. So one has to think about Krishna. How you will think about Krishna at the time of death? Only when he thinks about Krishna throughout his life. When he thinks about Krishna throughout his life, then only he can think at the time of death. Whole life is thinking about money, thinking about enjoyment, thinking about different likes and dislikes, right? So then at the time of death also these things only will come. What you think whole life, that only comes at the end of death at the end of life also. Therefore, if you are, that is a practice. Therefore, you need to practice throughout life remembering Krishna, so that at the end of life you'll be able to remember Krishna. So that practice is called devotional service. That practice is called bhakti yoga. So bhakti yoga we practice so that we can remember Krishna, right? So that is a cultivation. Cultivation, like agriculture is called cultivation. We cultivate. We grow from from seeds to sprouts to plants to fully grown crop, right? It's cultivation. Similarly, bhakti is a cultivation. Bhakti is not a feeling. Bhakti is not about some inside some feeling. Something is which is going on inside. No, bhakti is a cultivation. You have to cultivate. Anusilanam. It's called anusilanam, means you need to cultivate bhakti. You understand? Therefore, Krishna consciousness, right? By continuously remembering Krishna, means by continuously cultivating Krishna consciousness. How to become Krishna conscious? Presently, we are bodily conscious. We are thinking about the body, right? How I can make the body happy? How can make my tongue happy by eating so many kinds of foods? How can I make my eyes happy by seeing different kinds of movies and different scenes and different scenic places, different sights. So you try to make them happy. Try to make the eyes, the nose, the tongue, the skin and the ears. You make happy. It's called sense gratification. Technically called sense gratification. You're trying to satisfy the senses. Trying to satisfy the senses. Right? So we are bodily conscious. We are thinking about giving pleasure to the body. But the body will not be there with you. Body will slowly will drop. Right? It will drop down. How long you will enjoy the body. Therefore, give food to the soul. Give food to the soul, not to the body. Right? Of course, we have to maintain the body so that the body is the medium through which we practice devotion service. So it has to be respected, it has to be taken care of, but not gratification, not giving excess more than what it is required, right? More than what it is required. That is sense gratification. So sense gratification already leads to problems, diseases, right? Suppose a person is supposed to eat this much, supposed to eat 5 chapati, but he is eating 15 chapati. What will happen to him? He'll become sick, right? He'll become sick, right? You're using excessively, you're using a rice, suppose a person is sitting in front of a computer 18 hours a day, huh? 15 hours, 18 hours a day, always. What happens? After a couple of years, his eyes, you'll get eyesight. So anything excessively used, what will happen? That's going to be destroyed, right? The body also, we sense gratification. Senses need some gratification. Body need to be maintained. So maintenance, it maintain the body. Some gratification, minimum gratification you have to give to the body. As much minimum as possible. Correct. We are accustomed to giving pleasure to the body senses. Therefore, suddenly you cannot stop. Okay, minimize the pleasures to the body. And try to give the happiness to the soul. Try to give food to the soul. Right? The person is taking care of the case so nicely decorating it, painting it, doing so many things, but not feeding anything to the bird inside the case. Right? What is the use of the cage if the bird dies? Right? Is there any use? There's no use. Right? Only maintaining the case. Similarly, we are just maintaining the bodies. That's what Antakale Chamameva Smaran Mukta Kalevaram. Ya Prayati Samadbhavam Yati Ati Atra Samsayaha. There is no doubt somebody is cultivating Krishna consciousness, and at the time of death is remembering Krishna, then he will surely go back home, back to Godhead. Right? So remembrance of Krishna is important. Whatever you remember, you'll get it. You'll get that. Right? So that is the test. Like Bharat Maharaj, he was remembering the deer at the time of death. In the next life, he became a deer. Right? How danger it is. Right? So therefore, Krishna is telling that. hmm, So you come to my Madbhavam. Madbhavam is Krishna's nature, spiritual nature of the spiritual being, spiritual nature of the spiritual, supreme spiritual being, Krishna. Right? So Krishna's nature is Sachidananda, Satchitananda. Sat means eternity. Eternity means permanent. Chit means Ananda, happiness. Sorry, Chit means knowledge, full of knowledge. Ananda means happiness. Sachidananda. Krishna's nature is Sachidananda. So here also get Sachidananda body. You will also get Sachidananda body, similar to Krishna's body. Right? Of course, Krishna is Parabrahman, we are Brahman. Krishna is Vibhu, we are Anu. We are only Anu, particular. But same nature, same quality. Quantitatively, we are different, but quality wise, we are same. But now we are covered, right? Suppose the gold is covered with mud, it will not shine. It requires purification. Requires purification, right? You heat the gold, so that all the dirt will go and the shining will come, right? So the heating process, you can actually, through the heating process, you can generate, you can bring the gold's natural, original shining, back. Similarly, soul, when it is subjected to the fire of Sankirtan, fire of Bhakti Yoga, fire of devotion, then slowly, soul which is covered by material dust like lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride, envy, all these anarthas fully cover the soul. So if you remove that, if you purify all that dirty layer, dirty covering over the soul, then the soul will regain its original nature of Sachidananda. Right? So yati madbhavam, madbhavam, Krishna is telling. So antikale mamaiva smaran mukta kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam. She will attain Krishna's body. You will get a body like Krishna. Sachidananda Swarup. You will also be eternal body. No death, no fear of death. Now everybody is afraid of death. Right? You go out, there may be some snake in the night. Right? Who knows? Right? Suddenly something may collapse. You're traveling in a bus, in a train, there can be accident. Right? The body may drop down at any time. Right? There may be heart attack. Is there any guarantee that you will not get heart attack? Right? Even devotees also, because they have material body, you have to deal with material bodies. Not that devotees don't get difficulty. But when they're practicing Bhakti Yoga, they will get the result of the Bhakti Yoga. But already you have got material body, you have to face the consequences of it. Right? The person who is making the TOVP, Temple of Vedic Planetarium. Right? Temple of Vedic Planetarium, biggest temple in the world. He's the main man, Ambarish Prabhu, Alfred Ford. So he got heart attack recently. He's a nice even. And all the devotees are praying. Of course, he's out of intellect, he's safe now, right? But still, what happens, what time, you don't know, right? He may be the richest person, right? Henry Ford, cars company, you know, Henry Ford's Motors means everybody knows in the world. The grandson of Henry Ford, Alfred Ford. She is the Prabhupada disciple. Initiated name is Unbreakable. He is making the temple. Last 15 years is working for the temple. Now the 80% of the temple is constructed. Now suddenly got heart attack. Can you imagine? He wanted to see the temple opening and everything. He has given 750 crores only for that temple. Right? Even though you give so much, there's no surety that you will be there to see the temple opening. Right? What is a guarantee? There is a guarantee of life. Kamala dalajala jivana talamala. Bhajaha haripada nitire. Right? Life is like a drop of water on the petal, lotus petal. Any time it can fall away. Therefore, take it seriously. Practice bhakti yoga. Anyway, don't trust material body. Right? If you put all your efforts, energies, and everything in material body, right? Suddenly it will be taken away. We can't say I have kept so much in this bank, I have kept so many crores in this bank, in that bank, I have hidden this much gold there, I have so many real estate flats there, right? So many prospects, I have planned so many things. Death did not even informed me. At least I could have given handed over all the things to my sons and relatives and someone. I had to leave everything. What? It is a real or it's drama? Yes, right? What is life? Life is nothing but a drama, right? But take this life. It's an opportunity for you to achieve divine life, eternal life. Only thing little tapasya will do. But tapasya is just follow the whole regulated principles. Chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra. Right? Along with that, whatever time is left, you work to maintain the body. Right? But modern society has made, right? Everybody is imitating others. Who is getting that much package? Oh, he's getting that much package. He's getting this much package. They have that position, this position. They have so many things. Materially, we are comparing and getting so much of distress, right? Comparing. This is it's the biggest disease. Comparing with others, right? If you want to compare materially, compare with people, hmm, those who are poorer than you, right? Oh, this fellow is this much only. I have better than that. So why should I be, work hard, right? Be happy with whatever comes. At the same time, you should not become lazy. We should do our duty, right? We should do our duty and then leave it to Krishna. Rest, leave it to Krishna. Whatever comes naturally, it's okay, right? You're working 8 hours, 9 hours. That's sufficient. You don't have to work 16 hours, 18 hours like a donkey, right? There's so many other duties. What about the duties for the soul? What about the duties for the God? What about, you know, spiritual life? Think about it. We think this, oh, we can see in the future. In the old days, we will do. What is the guarantee you will see old days? Right? Who will see old days? What is old days? It is defined that old age is the time which is just before death. The time before death is called old age. So can you define when you get death? Then you can define old age. Somebody is dying at the age of 30. What is old age? His old age started at 20 only. Right? Old age started at 20 only. Right? Somebody is dying at 20. His old age started at 10 only. So there's no guarantee when the old age will come. So don't go by the worldly people's opinion. Go by the Shastra, go by Guru's instruction, go by your logic, apply the logic. Is it life secure, safe? Is it sure that you will live for 100 years or 90 years? Can you guarantee at least 80 years? Can you guarantee at least 60 years? 50 years? Right? Okay, forget. Just guarantee 1 year. You live for one more year. Any guarantee? 1 month? 1 week? 1 day? Right? There's no guarantee. There was a story that Yudhishthira Maharaj, somebody came for asking some donation, some charity, and Yudhishthira said, "You come tomorrow, I'll surely give tomorrow." I said, right? Bhima said, "My God, Yudhishthira has become such a great person. He has purchased time, he has purchased Kala, right? His control of time, he has become the control of time factor, right? Tomorrow, how can you give tomorrow? Tomorrow is in your hands. Are you sure that you will live? When you are sure, only when time is under your control, you can say. Otherwise, right, before tomorrow, if you die, you have promised him that you will give. What will happen to your promise? Right? That is how our sages and our great devotees and our ancestors saw. Right? There is no guarantee. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. Baju hari padnitiri. Worship Krishna. Surrender to Krishna. Follow the path of Bhakti Yoga. Right? Take this spiritual life seriously. Don't take material life so seriously. Material life has to be done. Somehow you do it. Okay? But take spiritual life seriously. Seriously means be focused, not get distracted, deviated. Right? Understand goal of life is to go from asat to sat, tamas to jyoti, and mrityulok to amrutangamaya, to world of eternity, life, deathlessness. That is the goal of life. To achieve a blissful life, free from fear of death. Everybody is afraid in this world. How long will you live? Fear, 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 fear. Every time you are fearful, right? You're going by bike, there's fear. Going by bus, there's a fear. Going by train, there's fear. Going by flight, even more fear now. Right? So much of fear. Right? Everywhere fear. Everybody is fearful. Right? Fear from all angles. How death will come down. Right? So recently you're in GEV, right? Govardhanika village near Mumbai. It's a farm community. Just left GEV and came to GRC. There is Govardhan Retreat Center. Sorry, Skill Center, right? GSC. So Skill Center, you just shared there. It's 3 p.m. around here. Just four of us coming by a cab. And we just, they went to take the luggage, our devotees, and we were waiting there. It's 3 p.m. Suddenly snake came just below the chair. Two of us are sitting just beside it. One snake came. It's not very big snake, but it's a snake, right? Then, okay, just to stand up and just moved aside. Another snake came, right? My God. Second. Then after one more came from this side, another side. It's a road actually, big road, 40 feet road. Then another came. After one more came. One more came. It's like total 8 snakes came within span of 5 minutes. Can you imagine? 8 snakes. So that videos, the driver, the cab driver is taking video of all the snakes. They're coming together, sometimes four together, they're moving in that area, they're moving. All that is plain road, it's like daytime, right? So deadly, my God. So difficult, right? Even small snakes, we think small snakes only have, poison, more poison it seems, right? Where is the guarantee? Snake can just went 2 meters away, right? If it have come 1 meter away, what will happen? Where it will bite, you will not know only, right? There is no guarantee of death. No, when it will happen, what will happen. So therefore, practice Krishna consciousness. Sarpamatyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Krishna is telling that if you practice little bit also, Krishna will protect you, right? He will save that bhakti. Next life will continue from where you left off, right? In this life, if you do 20% bhakti, next life 21%. If you do 80% bhakti, next life will start from 81%. How nice it is, right? In this life, you have done BTech. Next life, can you continue from MTech? Right? Possible. Again, you have to learn from ABCD, right? If you get a human birth. If you get a human birth. But by practicing devotional service, human life is assured, guaranteed. Suchanam Simatam Gehe Yogo Bhashta Vijayate. One has fallen from the path of yoga, he will not be destroyed. His future is not destroyed. He has left material life, he left everything. Now he came to Krishna, he's trying, but somehow he fall down. He fell down. What is the situation of just? Krishna said, Yogo Bhashta Vijayate. Suchanam Simatam Gehe. He will be taken, he will take birth in a rich family, merchant family, or he will take birth in a Suchinam, or take birth in a Suchinam means Brahmins or Vaishnavas, devotee family. So that childhood onwards he is just chanting Hari Bol, always chanting Hare Krishna. So very easily he can go back to God in the next life. Or rich family means he doesn't have to work. Already so much money is there, just from childhood you can practice, right? So both opportunities are given. So there is no loss investing in Krishna consciousness, even if we don't go. But we should try our best to finish in this life, come back to God. Keep the aim very clear. Life is to return home back to God. That is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. That's what Krishna is telling. Whole Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling that only. But people misinterpret Bhagavad Gita, speak so many nonsense things. But Bhagavad Gita clearly Krishna is telling, right? Krishna is telling, Ya prayati samadbhavam, they will come to me. Or Manmanabha Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mam Evasya Satyam Te Pradijani Priyosme. If you always remember me, if you always offer pranams to me, if you always worship me, what will happen to you? You will come to me, Krishna. So many places Krishna is telling, if you do like this, you will come to me. Janma karma cha me divyam yevam yo vikti tattvataha tvakta adeham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna, if you understand Krishna's activities, Krishna's birth, Krishna's transcendental activities, then upon leaving the body, you will not take birth again, but you will attain me, O Arjuna. You will attain me without fail. You will come to me. You will not take another birth. Punarjanma na vidyate. There is no punarjanma. Then what happens? No janma means you will just fly, hang on the air. You will hang on the air. Huh? You will not hang in the air. You will come to Krishna. You will go to Krishna. So you should be very focused. Devotee is always focused. This is the purpose of life. Not that get some degrees, mundane degrees, get some education, and do all kinds of business and go to America, different countries, settle, earn more of money, lot of money, and enjoy, purchase big flats, big cars, you know, enjoy life. You cannot enjoy life. Materially also you cannot enjoy life. It's a horrible life. It's a horrible life. Right? Materialistic life always horrible life. So much tension, so much stress, so much greed. Person requires more than he can enjoy, more than he can use, more than he can, require, more than he requires. He tries to accumulate more and more. He becomes slave of greed. He even doesn't understand. I am just wasting my time. I cannot enjoy what I have. Why I need more? No, no, no. If it is there, it will be useful. Something will happen. Something will do. It will give some enjoy. He will think like that. Whole life he will work and he will become a slave, a donkey. And there's he work like a donkey and he's not he'll not enjoy, right? For enjoyment, you need a peace of mind, regulate lifestyle, goodness, right? Even material also spend time with friends, relatives, and family members, have time for everything, properly eat. You know, what people eat, people run in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, pack something and eat heavy berry something and then take whatever is cooked in the morning and eat at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, which is cooked in the morning. What they eat, right? Or eat outside nonsense, dirty food, right? Who will? So where is the luxury? Whole life he spends like that. Thinks that future I'll enjoy. Already life is passing, and he'll enjoy. Right? That is the situation. Hare Krishna. So therefore, let it be very clear that purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to go back home, back to Godhead, to return to the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan. For that you need to practice Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga most important process is chanting Hare Krishna. Okay, that chanting can be done in the morning hours, the best way, the easiest and the best is to chant in the morning. Daytime, if you chant, it's very difficult. Mind will be in Rajogun, affected by the modes. Modes are fully active in the throughout the day, but in the morning, Sattvagun is active. Daytime, Rajogun is active. Evening, Tamogun is active. So Sattvagun is more favorable for chanting because mind doesn't distract peacefully, can easily chant. Daytime you chant, mind is thinking so many things, hundreds and thousands of thoughts are coming in. Not feel like chanting. It's very difficult, right? So get up early, right? 4:30 is Brahma Muhurta. Try to get up 4:30. If not, at least try 5, right? Or worst 5 o'clock, 5:30. Before sunrise, you should get up. That is a rule, right? And get ready, take bath and fresh up and sit and join your sessions in Zoom also. You can chant, right? Make a habit. It's struggle, but it is worth. If you struggle here, You will save so much of energy, so much of struggle you will escape in the future. But if you could be comfortable now, whole life, life after life, you have to struggle. So think about it. Decide. You want to enjoy now, sleep like dogs and pigs for whole day, right? Waste morning hours, or get up early, right? And utilize the time for cultivating Krishna consciousness. Chant, daily read, no, our Vedic literatures, right? Because Smaran Bhavam, whatever you remember, what you'll remember, whatever you study, you'll remember. You see mundane movies, mundane songs you hear, and mundane books, materialistic books you read, you get all that Smaran, that thoughts only you get. But if you read about Krishna, read about Puranas, Itihasas, spiritual books, you get those thoughts, right? Then it's very easy to cultivate Krishna consciousness. It's easy to cultivate Krishna remembrance. Okay? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining. Hare Krishna. So we'll continue tomorrow. Anybody has any question, then you can ask. Otherwise, stop here.